Hey, what's up, YouTubers? For some of y'all, welcome to my channel. If y'all new here, if y'all not new here, hello. Y'all been watching my channel, Pebbles Forever 87. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. That would mean a lot to me. I'm gonna do a story time about my brother Joe. Okay, so just keep watching. So September the 11th, I text my brother on the phone, on his phone, and I asked him, brother, what are you doing? You know, and I showed him a picture of some Crocs, some strawberry Crocs that I wanted, and I asked him, can you help me buy my Crocs? And he said, I don't get paid until next Friday. I said, okay. So then he texted me and he asked me if I can help him out with some spare cash. So I told him, well, I don't get paid until the 1st. Come back at me in the 1st and I will help you. He said, okay, thank you. I said, you're welcome, brother. Then I didn't know he was sick. Okay, I didn't know he was sick. You know, and so he ended up in a hospital. I didn't know he was in a hospital. Okay. They took away his phone because he was calling his lover and he wanted to go home. Okay. And he didn't want to be in a hospital because who doesn't like hospitals, you know? Because I sure don't. So he was being necio and he wanted to just get out. So he called his lover and told his lover, I'm already out, come get me. So his lover went to go get him. And when my brother gets out of the hospital, the nurse caught him. Okay, so the nurse puts him back. And my brother wasn't breathing on his own. So they put him in ICU. Okay. So he was in there. And he was in there. I don't want to give you the wrong date. I really don't. And he was in there for like a week. And they called my older sister and they told her that he needs to be in a respirator. So they put him in a respirator because he wasn't breathing in his own. Okay? So the respirator was breathing for him. And on the 28th, we go to my brother's house. Okay? My little brother's house. And we were talking to the whole family. You know, what should we do? But prior to that, they went to my house on my dad's anniversary on the 25th, and we were talking about, you know, if push comes to shove, what do we decide to do with my brother? You know, and so back to the 28th, when we went to my little brother's house and my sister-in-law's house. We were just talking about it, and it was about to rain. So we were talking about, you know, what we were gonna do for my brother, whatever, you know. Then we go home, okay? But I'm telling you something, and this is something that I just knew, okay? I knew it, that I was talking to a best friend of mine on the telephone, okay? And it was about 9 o'clock. It was about 6 o'clock in the morning. I had a terrible, terrible, terrible headache, okay? Terrible. And at 12 at night, I was asleep at 12 midnight, okay? And at 12 midnight, I was asleep. and my my sister Marie gets a phone call that nobody wants to get. So they were saying my brother was getting worse. So they come and tell me, but the one that told me was my brother-in-law. Okay, and I was asleep. Okay, so I didn't know what was going on. But then I couldn't go back to sleep. I couldn't go back to sleep at all. So I stayed up, you know. So I was just wondering what was going on, you know, this and that, you know. So then I stayed up, you know. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was talking to like I said, talking to a friend of mine, and my friend was going out of town to do his job. So um sorry. Um at 9:09 in the morning, I get the worst nightmare of my life. Like if somebody stuck a knife into my heart and my heart just shattered. Nobody ever wants to get a phone call like that. You know, I get the worst phone call from my niece. Okay? And she told me at 9:09 in the morning, told me that my brother passed away. I didn't know how to feel. It's like if my whole body was numb. Like like if like if my body was in a cage. Like if my part of me was gone. Like my headache went away. Like I was I was just like, is this a dream? You know? And I didn't know how to go about this. You know, I didn't. My brother was like my sister. You know, when I was little, he would help me with my floats. He would teach me how to dance. He would take me to Target in Burlington. He would take me to Clara's at the mall. You know, every weekend when he would get paid, he would give me a Weeble Wobble. If y'all were born in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. Um, he was there for me when I needed him. Yeah, me and him had our disagreements, our ups and downs, but I can go to him about anything and everything, and he will listen. You know, I love my brother to the moon and back. Yeah, I said some harsh things, so did he. But you know what? This man right here was amazing. He was my big sister. You know, um, he shared secrets with me. I share secrets with him, and you know, I know he even made my debut, and he was there for my prom, cause he was my limo driver on my prom. He was there for my graduation. He celebrated my 21st birthday with me. When I turned 18, I went to my first gay bar. Um, he was always there for me, always. You know, and I would like to show you a picture of my brother. This is my brother. That's my brother, Joe. And this is when he was smaller. Okay? And we did all the arrangements. Thanks to my older sister and all his friends all his friends are like his family. All his, you know, the whole family, everybody. Thank you for being there for us. You know, thanks to my sister-in-law's family. Thanks for the people. Thanks for the family that and friends that carried my brother. That meant a lot to us. Um, Thanks to people that showed up to support us. People that we didn't even know support us. Um, you know, That meant a lot to me and my family. Um, and thanks to my tia Sandra for everything, you know. Everybody else, you know. So, um, and I'm gonna tell you how I finally let him go. Is that he came into my dream. Okay, he came in my dream on Friday night. He came into my dream because I was asleep, and he told me, "Please let me rest in peace." Okay, so I wasn't ready to let my brother go. I didn't know how long it was gonna take me, you know, but I was hurting myself because it hurts, and I didn't know how to let him go. I would see him in my room. Um, I when that night when the 29th that night, not the 29th, I'm sorry, the 28th that night, I came to my room, and my stuff that I had on top of it fell down, and that's when I got the call on the 29th about him that he passed away. I couldn't believe it, but like I said, I couldn't let him go. Um, it took me three, let's see, September, October. It took me 3 months to honestly let him go. I just didn't know how. I didn't want to be selfish, but my brother means a lot to me, you know, because he lived with me in Westminster. He was there for me when I needed him, you know. Yes, I have my other two brothers, but my brother Joe meant a lot. Um, I just didn't know how to cope with him gone, you know. Um, I would cry when I'm in my room. I still cry because it hurts. I'm still numb, but it took a load of my shoulders for me letting him go because that's what he wanted. But he knows I love him, and I'm always gonna love him. And my brother is always gonna be my brother. We had a good relationship as far as um, we had some crazy nicknames for each other that I would say on video, but I don't want to get in trouble. But um, I would call him my bitch, and he would call me his monkey. So we had a very unique relationship. I love him unconditionally. I love my brother to death. Um, on the 29th, I went to go get a tattoo of a panda on me for him. My brother really means so much to me. I will not wish nobody to lose a brother or a father or anybody because it's hard. Um, I have two other brothers. I have John and David, yes, but Joe was somebody that I can stay at his house and we can watch. His favorite movie was Grease, and I will be there watching it. He would buy junk food, like pizza, chips, ice cream, and we would just be chilling, talking. Um, you know, he showed me a lot. When I was 13, he told me to get my eyebrows done. He showed me how to put makeup on. He taught me a lot, and I'm so grateful for my brother. I love him to death, to the moon and back, and I'm always gonna love him. He's always gonna have a special place in my heart. But does it still hurt me of losing him? Yes. It's always gonna hurt me. The pain's always gonna be here. Yes, I let him go and rest in peace, but it's always gonna be in here in my heart because I never thought I was gonna lose my brother. Um, my brother meant the world to me. I mean, I try not to cry, but I do. That's probably why I'm so angry, at the world. But like Thanksgiving's this Thursday. And am I gonna be happy? No. I'm not gonna be happy. I'm gonna hurt. I'm gonna hurt so bad. Cause he would make a turkey at his house, and he would invite me, and I would go, and it's never gonna be the same. The memories are always gonna be there, but his presence is not gonna be there. Um, um, and I never thought that I would say goodbye to my brother, aka sister. You know, he's my brother, but I consider him my sister because he was an amazing person. He had a lot of friends, and if you knew my brother Joe, he was amazing. When you were down, he would make you laugh. He would say the stupidest things ever. He loved to dance. He loved to just have a good time. He loved to drink. He lived his life. He lived 60 happily years of his life. And there's nothing we can do. My brother's always gonna be my brother. And he's always gonna be in my corazón, my heart. Um and if I can tell him I love him one more time, I would. And every time it was Christmas, I would always tell him, I would be like, bitch, open this gift, but open it when you're alone. And he had the big smile, and that laugh was contagious because he knew, and he would smile, and he loved candles. Um, but every March 11th, I'm always gonna know it. That's his birthday, and I know I'm gonna celebrate that day. I am gonna celebrate Christmas because that's his favorite holiday. Like I celebrated Halloween, but Christmas is really gonna hurt me. But you know what? I don't want him to see me hurt or depressed. I want him to see me happy, and that's when I'm gonna live his dream. Um, my birthday is December the 14th, and I'm not gonna get that phone call or that birthday gift from him. I'm not. But you know what? I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting because I don't wanna make this videos. It's already long enough, and my brother's my brother. So this is my brother. This is my bitch. I love him to death. But thanks for watching. I love you guys. Bye.